We spoke to you last when this landmark UN report on Xinjiang first came out. So, how did you feel today when you saw the results of this vote on whether to actually discuss its findings?
It's utterly disappointing. It's absolutely a dark day for human rights, not just for the Uyghurs, but also all around the world. It's a big blow to human rights movement, promoting human rights and accountability. I watched the votes with horrors and disbelief, up some sort of mentorship or anything. It's a very conservative, a mere statement that let's have a discussion about it. Let's have a moment to talk about what's happening. And despite that, such conservative resolution even didn't get adopted at the UN, um, it's a huge disappointment.
Looking at the countries that voted against this motion and those that abstained, how do you think Beijing managed to engineer this outcome?
There's so many countries to stand out. One in particular, Kazakhstan, is a great example. In fact, many Kazakh citizens are in the camps. Some actually, um, some were able to leave the horrors behind because the Kazakh government engaging in some sort of diplomacy behind the scenes. And despite knowing what has happened to their citizens and today come out to even actually vote no, that is quite disgraceful. But how did we come to this stage? Recently, the first time President Xi Jinping ever visited any country beyond its borders, he paid visit to Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. And I think that's pretty quite telling how China used its economic clout to convince these countries to vote against this resolution.
How do you move on from here? What comes next for those who want to see China still held to account for what it's done in Xinjiang?
I hope countries around the world, especially democracies, would take this as a serious wake up call. It's time for us to buckle up, including civil society and human rights defenders all around the world. Today's vote is about promoting human rights all around the world, not just promoting liberty of the Uyghur people. And what I'm hoping for, that there would be another opportunity at the UN General Assembly. And that's when we would make sure to turn the history around. Today, it's a very shameful decision. And we still have a big battle in the coming months. And it's really time for us to strengthen our determination and not to take this as a defeat, but rather a wake up call for better efforts to make sure that we defend the dignity of the Uyghur people.